Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome back. So, if you're still you still want to listen to about the second part of the Server 7 history, before you sleep, I mean, just hey, just like any lecture, right? So we were talking about the history and how this server is shaped till today, by the with the OP family and other players. So we're talking about H8 trying to march to Cairo, right? And we talked about the turning point of the war is where the entire server's war is where SG family march on to Kiev, and we're ready to fight them again with our new friends from OPI. Right. So at this point, a lot of these smaller alliances are gone, and they're either joined to OP family or they are against the OP family. Right. So neutrality is very scarce. These 3K guys, they're the SG newborn 3K. They're snakes. I really hate them. The 3K, Liu Bei, the snake, be telling me one thing, and they've been working with SG and invaded Orleans. We kicked them out. We took Marseille, or or whatever, how do you pronounce it? We took that city as well. Chased out the Vietnamese people. But the Vietnamese players, led by Longbows, uh, decided to play with us as well, because basically at that point everybody hates SG, right? So we were fighting them in Kiev, we were fighting them in Houston, with the SGDR, and fought them for weeks, while the HH guys made a nap, right? They made an backhanded nap with the SGC. So I don't want to comment anymore about the past. So that, but then now they see that we're turning the tide. I think they said, oh, you know what? We're ready to invade Cairo, because that's a level 3 city. So they invaded Cairo, right? They joined Cairo, with some of their friends, and then guess what happened? SGC jumped in. Their main alliance, SGC, jumped in here, killed all the HH. We've been fighting them for the past 3 weeks, mind you. These are great SG. You have to say they're great fighters with what they have. They don't have a lot of resources, right? They don't have big whales, but they killed HH again, right? So and my these guys have been fighting us, right? These SG guys have been fighting us for like 3 weeks. They came in, swiped out at HH, and well, guess what? We sent our whales to help them defend Cairo. Our guys are there. They basically pulled out. They pulled out back to like Naples, or whatever, Napoli's, right? Napoli's, and they fucking, like, they start farming again while my guys are there defending them. It was pretty frustrating at the time. So at that time, a lot of people from OP family is like, you know what? They wanted to invade Cairo, and we came here again, and we're fighting SGC again, ourselves, and while you guys pulled back again, just like last time when we tried to help you guys in like Barcelona, or Kiev, with your like whatever alliances you have. They also had this TLC guy, which basically when the war started, they jumped ship to SG side as well. So they just they folded again. HH went to the other side, went nap again. But at that time, we have started all our offensives. So we started fighting them in Minsk. We started invading them in Damascus. We mobilized the entire family. We fought them in Sevastopol. Uh, we basically are taking back all the cities, Riga, even in Warsaw, where we have small wars, and Minsk is the place where we essentially erased SGC. So this war here was at least a few days. So basically, this is the home of SGC, right? This is their home city. Now, this they have very strong, what I call significance, sentimental value, right? As a war strategist, you attack this. This is a level 2 city. It doesn't really have too much meaning to it, but once we dropped in here, we start killing everybody in here. SGC sent everybody and their mom to defend Minsk, right? So SGC had their main alliance SGC, and then they had the SGDR, which is one of their, I believe at that point, stronger than SGC, and that was about like 20 days ago, maybe 21 days ago, maybe like 1 month ago. We fought that war there, maybe not that long, yeah, maybe 20 something days ago. We start fighting everybody, and we know that if we crush them in Minsk, there will be no more SG defense, right? This is kind of their Stalingrad, right? This is where Nazis were fighting the Soviets in Stalingrad. This is their Stalingrad right here. They pulled in, and one night, and I think you can also find it in another YouTuber's stream. They sent everybody, right? So they send SG MB. They send SGV, SG1, SGX, SGDR, and they all dropped in here at the same time, and we were able to blow up four of their CCs at the same time. So we basically, it was all over around here. So we blow them up all together, right? And this is where our B2B players really started to shine, including myself. I feel that the strategy has paid off. They still stuck in the past, and they're still running one medium group, right? They still nobody knows how to play B2B. While at this point, they can no longer snipe the cannons. They can no longer snipe the artilleries. Back in the day, they have a very good strategy is to just snipe everything that moves around. Now we also have army groups that can protect us with medium and tank hunters, while we also have artilleries that are in the middle, just shelling everything, just killing everything. So um, we were able to destroy everybody in Minsk, and this is where we crushed them, right? And at the same time, HH finally came back after they saw us fighting everyone, and they came back. They took Cairo. So that is the end of, I would say, the main resistance of SGC. Now that is from where we should started to see all the smaller SG groups start peeling off, because we took Riga, we took Sevastopol, we took back Kiev, we took Warsaw, we took all these smaller cities around here, right? And they just no longer can sustain the war with us. There's no way they can they fight everywhere, right? So uh, I would say the next strong biggest fight we had, almost the last one, is at Damascus with these with the SGDR guys. So they are the last stronghold. We fought them for a few days, but eventually we were able to win, and we were able to burn their CC and their main guy, their couple of their leaders at the SGGR decided to they wanted to join us. They wanted to have a better time playing. They wanted to still enjoy the game, including Grim Reaper and HPA. And right now, Hapa is at my alliance trying to get some chests. I see, we got we're at level a 22 alliance. So we have he was the leader of the old R and SSGR. They decided to reach out, and they saying, you know what, we are no longer getting supports from SGC, and there's just no way for us to fight you guys. And they have been fighting us since I think they're the longest fighting. They have been fighting us since Houston, and that is even longer than Minsk. And these guys, and what's funny is the SG leaders also quit. They lost a few wars, and then they quit. They were like they said they were in a car accident. That's what they told their members, but then they actually went to server 12, which is really funny. Uh, yeah, basically their leadership quit on them, and they're no longer, they wanted to conquer everything, and then they see that, okay, we've run into a brick wall and we can no longer conquer everybody though. So I'm gonna tell my members I got in a car accident, and since I don't spend any money, I don't invest any money in this game, I'm just gonna go to another server and start all over again. So that's what they did, and that's basically the end of SG. Um, we started slowly to take over all the cities around all the SG cities, and at the same time, this is the last city, basically Leningrad. This is the last stronghold of SG, um, and this is where you can see my craziest plot ever with the Polish guys. So they were the Polish groups, and I've been working with them for weeks for the invasion plan. So you can check out that video and see if you didn't know already what already happened. Check out that video. At the UC, they essentially we essentially resolved SGC in about 20 minutes. So they're the last stronghold. Most of them quit the game and deleted the apps. To truth be told, it actually gave me a little bit of satisfaction. Because these guys, nothing against them, but it's just the this is how the games are played. You can't just keep like complaining and like and your leaders don't even want to keep playing with you and this is how the server is shaped. So that's the last piece of SG. After that, Ankara was the another SG group. They changed name. They decided to distance themselves, and we've let them be, since they're no longer with SG. The truth is that when we started playing the game, we have no idea that the OP family will grow like this, right? Me and Da and a few others, and Rogue and a few others who started this clan and who came from ROK, Kingdom 24, we just wanted to have some fun. But, you know, at this point, we kind of outgrown ourselves, and we have no idea we were gonna, unify this many players. Um, Even in the U.S. right here, they're mostly OP family, and we really appreciate everyone who believed in us and who wanted to continue the game instead of quitting, because in the end, playing the strategy game is about setting a goal and to accomplish that goal. And our goal, about 35 days in, when we first learned the existence of SGC, is to uh, destroy them and erase them, because they were basically invading everybody at that point. They were jumping into newer cities and they were destroying the younger cities. And those people who are playing, way less time than they did, right? This is 108 days, and then you come from like this city is already sorry, this is 112 days. And then if you look at our city, like, we were babies. We're small. This is 100 days. We're like 100 days old. Like you. And imagine when you were 35 days and these guys were 47 days, right? Like, so we slowly closing the gap, and they become. We were able to prevail. It's about setting the goal and accomplish it. Our goal was to erase SGC from the map of Server 7, and we accomplished that. Now, at this point, we have a few other groups still existing, and we lived pretty much in harmony. And we set up a battleground in Napolis, and I hope everyone can join Napolis. And it's a free, basically, arena city, so that in peacetime we can still fight each other and for this server. So last week we were able to win this Napolis because, in courtesy to Longbow's group, Longbow's started his own Vietnamese group. He he tried to unify the Vietnamese from the server, right? And he basically conquered. Um, he took this city from HH, right? He said, "I wanted this city, and I'm gonna work." And we have a few friends, of course, that helped them, and those are personal friends of Longbow's, and I really, even though we're allies with both, we just don't have control over them. So they decided to take over the city, and they did it. And HH, of course, wasn't able to stop them. So we have Longbow's Aether was helping them, Joker was helping them, and Two Face was helping them. And now to make it a little bit more balanced, I did send Ichpa and Grim Reaper, and also send one of my friends Scalpels and Shanghua to help the HH team. But HH just don't have enough members. They just left. They left fighting after the first day. And that's not how war is fought. You have to keep fighting, and then they burn you, you burn back. It's about who has the strongest mentality, who has a more stronger mental state, right? It's about, you keep farming and you don't really lose anything in this game. We feel that this game is kind of low stake gaming, so that you don't really lose anything. You just keep killing people, right? So it's about mental energy. So their leadership, whatever they do is just like they can only fight like a day or two, then they just all quit. Then that's how you're gonna play. That's why you lost the city. Same story, because the VN group also tried to invade Los Angeles, right? They fought the Los Angeles, the Russians. They were way like smaller groups, and they weren't able to win Los Angeles. But then they came back and they were able to take in Napolis. So like you're talking about, and they keep saying that we were helping. Like I just as someone who's in the mutual with two groups, longbows have also helped us in war with SGC. So there's really very hard for us to choose, and we send people to both sides. Like trying to make it more even. Um, and oh, I forgot. So they were able to take Napolis mostly because also their family. No one is trying to help each other. First Lombo took Madrid from one of the HH groups, Nightmare Warriors, and no one was actually there to help them. And then they first tried to march on to Los Angeles. The Russians was able to beat them, and no one was helping the HH Russians. So the Russians was part of the HH group. So they kind of broke off at the war during the War of Napolis. The Napolis war happened, they actually jumped into the other side to help longbows because of the resentment that HH did not help the Russians when they were in war at Los Angeles, right? So they fought on their own, and they were able to push longbows back. So so it's not the fact that the longbows is unbeatable, right? You got to have a better strategy, and you need to really like organize a little bit better, and most importantly, have a strong leadership. Don't quit. Like SGC lost because their leaders ran to server 12. Otherwise, we could have a longer war, right? So, anyways, and then Kimbo, courtesy to Kimbo, he donated his city, Nepalese, and he invited everyone. You can see at this point we have everybody in here, OPI, OPU, OPG, We started a war game, and there was Russians here too, and then HH. We started a war game to try to take the center command. So whoever takes center command, everything goes. It's like a free fall. We separate in teams. So that's how we keep ourselves entertained and make sure nobody's feeling is hurt, because at this point you took any city, and you fight them, they quit game, and they'll threaten you, they quit game, right? And then you don't fight them, and they said it's a board, and they also quit game. So anyways, so that's how this map is shaped, and as you can see, OP at this point is the strongest alliance in server 7, followed by the VN group and the HH group, and the Russian group in US, and also we have presence in US, and also there is the Detroit TM group. Now that we are having a little war with TM groups, because when we were fighting SG, they were let's just say they were in bed together with SG, and they were helping them, sending people to our cities and killing us. So it's all fun and games. So hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope I'm not too boring. So just a little bit of history and current events in Server 7. Yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Maybe next time I can show you how to play base to base, or how to whale, how to spend your money in the game, because I usually do that. So have a great time, guys.